Welcome to Bench Burner Sports, everybody. We appreciate you hopping in for this episode. We are excited to talk about the fights this weekend. The main event is going to be Neil Magny versus Carlos Prates. It's going to be a pretty decent card. It's an Apex card, so it is what it is. Hopefully it'll be better than the last one we got to watch in Edmonton.
Bro, it's Apex 100, though. Okay. 100. Very important. Very important.
Apex 100. Sorry to offend Knuckles. Those numbers in that warehouse in Vegas are super important, so we got to keep track of those. That's on me. That's my fault.
That's right.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody hopping in. As always, we're on YouTube at Bench Burner Sports, Twitter, bench_burner.
Twitter or X is bench_burner. Instagram is Bench Burner Sports, one word, and then everything else, TikTok, Facebook is Bench Burner Sports.
Cool.
Or I guess TikTok's also Bench Burner Sports, one word.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Knuckles, what's up, buddy?
Not much, man. I'm excited for this card actually this weekend. Got some good fights, got some interesting ones. I feel like there's a lot of names that a lot of people probably don't know, but there are a lot of people that aren't hardcores don't know. But I feel like it's a fun card altogether. And my boy RDR is making his UFC debut this weekend, so I'm pretty pumped for that. And I think they kind of gave him a pretty interesting matchup. I think we're going to see some scrambles in that one, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm fucking pumped, dude. Pumped to talk about this card. So yeah, Matt, how you doing? Or Squared, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Excited for this monumental event this weekend. I mean, UFC 300, who cares?
Exactly.
UFC Vegas 100, the Apex. I mean, it's called the Apex for a reason. It's as good as it gets. Real quick, I just want to take y'all back to, let me make sure I got this right, May 30th, 2020. We have UFC Vegas 1 in this series of Vegas cards, which I don't really understand how they did that because there's like a lot of Vegas cards before 2020, but I don't know how that works.
They should have just called it Apex, UFC Apex.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Because anyways.
We got the UFC on Fox, UFC on ABC.
UFC on ABC.
UFC Vegas 1 was also UFC on ESPN 9 or UFC on ESPN Woodley versus Burns. That was the main event. If y'all recall, Burns put a ass whooping on Woodley. Just had that dude staggering around the canvas, but
that's because Woodley forgot how to fucking throw punches.
Yeah, that's a mighty downfall. But here we are, more than 100 UFC or Vegas cards later, but 100 Apex cards later, I guess. I don't know. They're weird with that counting, but I'm excited. I'm excited for this card. I just wanted to build the context of this card, the love letter to the Apex, the love letter to the warehouse.
We should make a fucking graphic that says love letter to the Apex. Yeah. It's just a fucking empty warehouse.
Just like stacks of pallets and shit.
Oh yeah. Well, hell. Before we get started, I think we're gonna take the shot real quick and get this thing rolling. Cheers.
America. Cheers.
Yeah, it's a big day.
Do you hear it going off?
Here's something. Got the 4 scores and 7 beers ago shirt on tonight. Got to represent a little bit.
I got my Robert Whitaker shirt on. So
yeah, he's Montana. Super American.
Good state. Oh yeah, he's a good, he's a good guy. He's a good guy still.
Well, we're gonna start out with one fight on the prelim card. It's Tresean Gore versus Antonio Tricoli. Got to talk about this one just because Tresean Gore's been on the podcast and he hasn't fought since he's been on the podcast. I guess we cursed him. I don't know what happened there. He had like a super invasive forearm injury, I think, and had to have like a super serious surgery. So we're hoping that he's back and better than ever. He's only 30 years old, which is nice, especially at middleweight. That's a child at middleweight pretty much. So hopefully he can come in and get this done. I think he does it. I'm not super confident. Tricoli is a dog. His only loss in the UFC so far is to Shara Putin, I believe. So it is what it is. It'll be an interesting one. Hopefully, Trayshawn can come out early and get the hands going and knock him out in round one. That's going to be my prediction. What do you think, Knuckles?
Man, no, I think Trayshawn's going to bully this dude. I don't think Tricoli is very good. I just think that Shara had a pretty rough fight against him because everybody's talking about how Shara should have killed him and Shara took his time with it. I just think it was a really bad outing for Shara, and I think Trayshawn's going to come in there and he's probably going to dog this guy. He's 6'5". Trayshawn's 5'11", 5'10", so he's going to be I think just fucking way stronger, obviously. And I think honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Trayshawn knock the guy down like a club and sub. I just think that Trayshawn's going to come back with a vengeance. I really feel it. I think he's a lot better than what people think he is. I mean, there's a reason that he went to war with Brian Battle. Yeah, I think Trayshawn's going to come back with a vengeance. Am I saying he's going to have a Hall of Fame career? No, but I feel like this is his fight. But I'm really praying he just makes it to the octagon. That's what I'm praying for right now. I think his biggest battle is himself. Honestly, if I'm going to be honest, and I'm not. He's a friend of the show. He's been on the show. He's our second or third interview or whatever. So I love the guy, but his biggest enemy is himself. And I just hope he makes it there. And I hope mentally he is there, because if he's there 100% in all those realms, I don't think Tricoli stands an ounce of a chance. And that's my opinion. Square, you got an opinion on that one, buddy?
Don't have too much to cook on. I mostly just agree with you. I wasn't around when Trayshawn was on the show, but I've been a massive supporter of just about every guy on what was that, Tough 29?
Yeah.
Tough 29.
Was that the one with Vulcan?
Yeah, dude, a lot of just awesome dudes.
Trayshawn Gore, Andre Petrosky, Brady Heistan.
What's his name is probably the only guy on that show that on that season that I'm not a big fan of, and I don't even dislike him. But the dude who beat Brady, the guy who won it in the bantamweight,
Katona? No,
Tercio.
Oh, Ricky Tercios,
yeah. Which he's on this card.
Yeah. It produced some bangers.
I didn't realize how many good fucking fighters came out of that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's probably the best for producing fighters season.
That was their first comeback season.
Yeah.
Man, we need that again. I know that I don't want to cook too long. I know we got to get going, but I know that really ever since then, Dana White Contender Series kind of been taken over with producing fighters. But hell, I'd love to see a tough season do that again, because God knows we need it.
My thing is, if you're a fighter and you can go on Contender Series, why would you not? You know what I'm saying? Why would you go and have to seclude yourself in a house for 6 weeks? I get the airtime. I get it. You get.
I've heard.
If you know you're a decision machine, then your best choice is probably Tough.
That, and I've heard there's some benefits to Tough with the contract you get if you win at the contract you get compared to what you would get after Contender Series. I don't think it used to be 6 figures guaranteed. I don't think it's that anymore. But
I would say probably not.
But I still think you get more than what you would get with the Contender Series, because I think the baseline, it doesn't matter who you are. I think the baseline for Contender Series, unless you work out a deal with the UFC, is 12-12, no matter what. So, yeah, I don't blame people, and also I think they do it for the experience too. I just need a tough season, Tough 1 or 2, where they were just getting shit face ass drunk and beating the shit out of each other in the house and pissing on people.
The downfall of this.
Remember when they pissed in
dude's bed.
Chris Lieben's bed. It was fucking Josh Koscheck, wasn't it? Koscheck.
No, Chris Lieben pissed in
Koscheck's bed. Right?
No,
Diego.
Yeah, Diego Sanchez's bed.
And then Diego Sanchez got so fucking drunk they had to carry him around the house, and he started screaming and going, freaking the fuck out. And then Chris Lieben went outside the house, was sleeping outside, and Josh Koscheck and some other guy that was no longer isn't even relevant fucking started watering him with a water hose. Oh, dude, Sorry, I'm having memories because I remember
Called him
watching
like a
that shit.
fatherless bastard, and he punched the window or something like that.
Yeah, dude, fucking God.
I'm pretty sure like Chris Lieben or somebody jumped the fucking fence in the episode and went out.
Oh, probably. All I know is I remember that
episode
season one taught me that I fucking hate Josh Koscheck with a fucking passion. I cannot. He's my least favorite fighter ever. Period. Ever. There's not a fighter I dislike more. Like some people say, Paul Daly was a bitch for punching him after the bell. Give fucking Paul Daly $100,000 for punching him after the bell. Give Paul Daly a fucking.
Paul Harris was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
I can't stand Josh Koscheck, bro. I know Paul Harris is shitty. I know
the boy Cutman Tate, and that's just fucking unacceptable.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He bullied Cutman Tate. I think it was like
Koscheck did.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Oh yeah, because he called him
called him like a male nurse or something. He's like, "You're a male nurse."
Yeah, male nurse. Yeah,
like that. I don't know.
That's exactly right, because I fucking listened to something about that today. Funny enough, it was because I remember he bullied a cut man and it was anyway. We got to get going, but yeah. Sorry, hey. When we start talking about old school tough, dude, I could fucking the memories start flowing back, bro. I'm like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, we're getting to the main card. Jillian Robinson is fighting Luana Pinheiro. I think Jillian Robinson wins this one. I mean, you look at Luana Pinheiro, I'm pretty sure she lost the last one by submission. Yeah, submission to Angela Hill.
Oh. And
you're losing the submission to Angela Hill. I have a problem with you maybe losing by submission to Jillian Robinson. She got KO'd by Amanda
Robertson. You keep saying Robinson.
Oh, Robertson. No, that's what I meant.
I didn't know if you were
Mrs. Robinson.
Sorry, that's
she beat Randa Marcos and Sam Hughes. Woo. And then she did beat Michelle Watterson Gomez, which is not a bad win, but it's also like she's got subbed by Angela Hill. Jillian Robinson's going to take her arm and do nasty things with it, I think. I got Robertson by probably, I don't know, first or second round sub. Knuckles, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much what you said, I agree with. I think Robertson's facing higher level competition. I think her ceiling's a lot higher as well. She just has had trouble putting it together in a stretch. I think she's on a 3-fight win streak right now. Been looking pretty good. A lot of decisions, but I do believe I think I've said it before on a podcast. I do believe she's like top 10 talent if she can put it together. And I think in this one she's going
to. She won 3 out of her last 4.
Okay, 3 out of her last 4.
She lost to Tabitha Ricci.
Yeah, that's nothing to scoff at. Tabitha Ricci.
She also has won 4 out of the last 5, which is also pretty impressive.
Right. Yeah, as I'm saying, I think Ricci's only loss was to
Loopy,
right?
Questionable decisions.
Right. Yeah, Loopy may not have won that round, but anyway, my whole point though is Jillian Robertson. I agree with what you're saying. I think she's legitimately good. I think she's top 12 at worst, and I think she's going to get a second round rear naked choke. I think that's my prediction. She has a penchant for dominating grappling positions, and I feel like I've seen Luana Pinheiro turn over on the ground. And if you do that against Robertson, she's gonna snatch that neck. And I've got Robertson second round rear naked choke. Yep, that's what I think. Squared, what do you got on
that? Nothing really new to add. I am in full agreement with both of y'all. I think that she drowns her, and she being Robertson drowns her and gets probably a submission win.
Cool. Yeah. That should be a good one. I think Jillian Robertson just has more to show. Next one is GM3 versus Renier de Ritter. GM3 is the staple of the UFC. He's been around for a long time, but RDR is making his UFC debut. He was a one staple for the longest. And
division champion, baby.
As much as I hate to admit it because I love GM3, I think Renier de Ritter probably just comes in and just mauls him, I would imagine. I mean, I think he probably clubs and subs him maybe, I would say, because GM3 does not have a very good chin. And I think he probably just knocks him down and just arm triangles him to death or something. Knuckles, what do you think?
Yeah, I love GM3 as well. Like that's the thing. Like going into this fight, it's like, man, I fucking love both these guys. Really, I love GM3 just because he's like almost a meme god because he knocks, he almost knocks Bruno Silva dead on the fucking feet. Alex Pereira couldn't finish fucking Bruno Silva, but GM3 does, and then he goes and gets knocked out however many seconds against Hamza and shit. He's a funny guy. I like him. Was getting his ass just absolutely clubbed by what's his face, the kid I don't like, or I like, but he's just not good. Edmund Shabazian was getting his ass clubbed, and then like I said in the fucking preview show, he's gonna win by sub. He's just you can't count him out because he's tough as shit. I don't think RDR. I think RDR is gonna win. I think he is because his only career loss. I'd have to look again, but I think his only career losses have come to the who I've said for a long time is probably the best heavyweight, possibly also best light heavyweight outside the UFC, and Anatoly Malakin. Which if that's your only person you're losing to, you're not doing too bad. But he did get fucking annihilated by him. So my advice to RDR is just honestly do what you do best, and that's grappling. And I know GM3 is a wizard at it, but trust me, if you watch RDR on the ground, he's fucking special. So I got RDR winning a decision here. I don't think it's gonna be a finish. I think he's gonna do a lot of awesome shit on the ground, probably control a lot of position. I don't think it's going to be particularly exciting for anybody that's looking for a super exciting fight. I think scrambles will be nice, but I'm going to be honest. If I was a betting man, I would hit the line on RDR by decision. I'm going to say probably 30-27. I think he just controls it pretty well, plays it safe, tries to make a successful debut. But if not, he could sub him. He's fucking good, man. And I think he's going to go as high as top 10. I don't know if he'll make it past the 10th because he just doesn't have enough he's not very good on the feet. I'm going to say that. If GM3 has a chance here, honestly, it's probably on the feet because RDR is not great. He won 2 fucking division championships in one, which is not easy, but he's not great on the feet. So yeah, I got RDR by decision. Squared, what do you got on that one?
Yeah, I'm taking RDR in this one. I do think that GM3 is like a great litmus test for him. He is at a kind of a weird spot in his career where he's coming off a win, but before that, he had 2 pretty brutal losses from the same guy in 2 weight divisions. So take what you will from that. But I think he gets past GM3 relatively easy. GM3's got some pretty handy grappling on him. So, I agree with you that it's probably going to go to a decision. I think GM3 will be able to stay alive on the ground. Might even, win a round. He might, be able to get something going in his favor for 1 round, but ultimately, definitely going RDR by decision.
Right on.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Moving right on along. Ricky Tercios versus
my favorite.
Bernardo Sopai. Ricky Tercios is 13-4. Bernardo Sopai is 11-3. We were just talking about the tough season 29 a little bit ago. Tercios' most recent losses to Raul Rosas Jr. Before that, he beat Kevin Natividad. He lost to Ayman Zahabi, and he beat Brady Heistam in the tough finale. So I'm going to be honest here. Tercios' losses have aged pretty fucking well. Ayman Zahabi, he looks like Ariel, but goddamn can he fight.
He's a top 15 talent, 100%.
Oh, he's a stud. And, I mean, obviously, Raul Rosas Jr., as much as people hate him, me included, he's a stud too. So, it's a tough one to pick because Pai's only losses in the UFC is to Vinicius Oliveira.
Cool.
Loke dog.
That was an ugly loss.
Yeah, it was.
That's like low-key knockout of the year.
Yeah, stylistically knockout.
My thing is, I look at just the talent I've seen, the personality I've seen from Tercios. Man, I've got to go with him here. I think he's the more experienced. I think he's probably learned a lot from his losses. He seems like a guy that's very grounded with himself, knows himself, probably takes a loss more like better than a lot of other people do. So I do have to go Tercios here. I think Tercios teaches the young 24-year-old kid another lesson. Not saying that kid's not going to be good, because I think he will, but I think Tercios gets it done probably by decision, but I think he scraps him up in the process. Knuckles, what do you think?
Man, I was kind of indifferent going into this. Like we were talking before we started the episode, was that I didn't know a lot about Sopai, but I started looking up more. I started kind of researching, looking at his fights and stuff, and he's only had one fight, like we said, and it was against Dog, which obviously Oliveira's turning out to be a pretty good fucking fighter. I just have questions about Sopai's gas tank. That's one big thing, because he really did start gassing against Dog. And Tercios has a gas tank. He's a solid fighter. He's a very good fighter.
He's one of those guys that weaponizes cardio, I feel like.
Yeah. He does. I mean, he does. It's, that's a way to put it. Yeah, I think he's going to overwhelm Sopai. Fun fact about Sopai, though, if anybody cares, he's been fighting professionally since he was 15, which is interesting, because that's like, I think Valentina did the same thing, started when she was like 15. So, it's weird, though. He started when he was 15. He's like 23 now, but he only has like 12 or 13 fights or something like that, which figured he'd have more. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm going to go with Tercios by decision, I think. Sopai is going to kind of get worn out. But, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Sopai does
some. All right, goddamn it. Someone disagree.
Some cool shit. I don't know, man. Like, I almost picked Sopai just because, like, I don't fucking really care for Tercios that much, and I think he's good. I just don't think he's that good. So, like, I could see Sopai winning.
I think he's good, and I think that his losses made him look not that good. But
when he's lost,
consider who he's lost to.
But if you look at who he's lost to and when he's lost pretty fucking dominantly. Like it's not been super close. So it's that's like saying
dominantly beat him have dominantly beat other people who also look good at other times. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, Eamon Zahabi just dominated Pedro Munoz, which is pretty fucking. So I don't know, man. Yeah, I would say
just dominated guys that you would think would be pretty decent fighters.
Yeah, I'd probably Tercios. I don't know, man. Like, I also low key. A lot of people disagree with me. I don't think that Raul Rosas Jr. is that good.
I don't either. No, I don't either. But I mean,
I don't even think he's like.
But you also see him go out here and just surprise people. Like, I'm sure plenty of people going to that fight thinking, "Oh, this is an 18-year-old kid."
I'm gonna go with Tercios still. I'm going with Tercios still, because I just Sopai what I saw from him, because I do remember the Loke Dog fight now. He looked good in the first round, and then Loke Dog was just like, "Bitch," and woo! We knock out of the year, bro. Like, I mean, what else? What else? Like, he was tired as shit. He was worn out. Like, he was fucking swinging like his arms were fucking spaghetti, because he had nothing going on. He was rocked bad. But anyway, Squared, what do you got on that,
man? So I'm going to go with Sopai, old Soapy boy, not for the sake of disagreeing with y'all. I just think the dude's think he's a really good first round fighter, maybe first half the fight fighter. Obviously, that didn't work out in his favor against Vinicius Oliveira, but I think Vinicius is a pretty good fighter himself. Sopai is what, something and 2, 17 and 2 or something like that.
13 and 2, I think. It's not. He doesn't have as many as that. Hey, look, I had it up. Hold on.
He is 11 and 3.
Well. Anyways, I think he's pretty good. He's got like a fair amount of knockout submissions, pretty well rounded. Is able to do what he needs to do, but the question is his gas tank. I just have the gut feeling that he managed to get Ricky out of there in the first half of the fight. I don't know if Ricky's ever been. No, didn't Raul finish him?
Yeah, he subbed him, right? Subbed him in.
Yeah. I think he can find the right avenue to victory. So I'm going to go with Sopai, and like I said, part of that's just based off vibes purely. So I might be wrong, but we'll see.
Cool. Yeah.
It's tough. I think it's tough. I mean, also Tercio, I don't know. Like Tercios in the last fight just pissed me off too. Like that's partially like why I want to pick against him, because he was a fucking child. Like you're yelling "fuck you"
Yeah,
at the guy.
didn't flip him off or something. It was like,
Yeah, he flipped him off and said "fuck you." And Raul Rosas Jr. Don't get me wrong. I think Raul Rosas Jr. is also a bitch. Sorry, don't come at me, Raul Rosas Jr. saying I think he's a bitch too. But he made the perfect example. He was like, I don't know why he yelled "fuck you" at me. It started like I guess it remind you know who Ricky Tercios reminds me of is Diego Sanchez back
from Courage the Cowardly Dog Show.
What? Who?
Is it the grandpa from the Courage the Cowardly Dog Show?
I was gonna say he reminds me of Diego Sanchez. You guys remember when Diego Sanchez would just randomly like fuck
grandpa from the Courage the Cowardly Dog
I know what he looks like, but I don't see it.
But fucking no.
Isn't that Beaker?
Ricky Tercios though reminds me of Diego Sanchez though. Y'all remember when Diego Sanchez would just start fucking like he walked out carrying a cross. Yes, yes, yes. Like fucking like, dude. That's what Ricky reminds me of because it's the same energy, dude. They're just both low key psychotic, probably have schizophrenia, probably abuse drugs and alcohol, like behind the scene. Never mind, I can't say that shit. Sorry, Ricky. You probably don't do that. Like Diego admitted to doing it.
It's almost like you already said it.
Diego admitted to doing it. So there's a big fucking difference. But no, I think that I don't know. Ricky gives me like massive Diego Sanchez vibes, especially Diego before the fucking BJ Penn fight. He was going fucking psycho before that fight, low key. So that's the vibes I get from Ricky Tercio. Same vibes. I like it, but I hate it. I just wish he would like. I hope he doesn't come out against Sopai, which nobody knows who the fuck Sopai is. So if he comes out and yells "fuck you" Sopai, it's like Sopai's gonna do the 50 Cent meme. Why you saying "fuck me" for? Like it's gonna be like that. But no, I think Tercio's got that. We got fucking. We got.
Next up, we got Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Denise Gomez. Denise Gomez is pretty much just going to dog walk her, I think. I don't see a version of planet Earth where Karolina wins this unless she gives the time stone to Thanos and waits about 5 years. So I just don't see it. It's not going to happen. She's had some bad losses over the last little stretch, and Denise Gomez is just on a tear. I know she lost.
Who did she lose to last?
She lost a close fight to somebody. It was Angela Hill. It was a close fight to Angela Hill, but
Angela Hill can beat anybody.
Before that, she knocked out Britain Brazil. She knocked out Yasmin Hauergi.
That fucking shit was.
Yeah, she just most recently won a decision against Eduardo Maura. So I think she gets this one done, probably by KO. She's got KO power. It's fun. And I think Karolina probably is just about done. And I think we close the book this weekend for her.
Man, Max, as much as I want to disagree with you because Carolina is my beautiful Polish queen, I think you might be right on that one, big dog, because I was pretty impressed with her performance against Yasmin Lucindo, the fact that she went to decision, because Yasmin Lucindo has proven to be a top 10 talent now. Yasmin just beat somebody that was pretty good, I thought. Maybe she just beat Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Let me see. No, she beat Marina Rodriguez. How the fuck do you say her name? Is it Marina Rodriguez or is it Marina Rodriguez? Rodriguez. I didn't know. Some of them pronounce it like an H. Some of them pronounce it like depending on where you're from. Because in Brazil, I think they pronounce it like an H. Is why I mention it. But anyway, my whole point is Yasmin had a very impressive performance, although arguable that Marina won it. She did dominate Karolina though. Fuck. And like low key, I kind of think that Denise Gomes is what up. Oh my god, that's beautiful. That's a fucking drinking the baby
Wait,
version.
got a surprise for you.
Drinking the baby version of it, buddy.
God damn it, that's my least favorite one. It just says golden since 1873. I like the ones that have nice.
Oh, sayings like the one. There's ones that say like like it's.
Yeah,
like
I like the one that's like sweat is like hard works perfume or something. I don't know, something weird like that.
I haven't bought a pack of stubbies and watch shit. I might have to get a pack of stubbies and a pack of darts for no, I can't. I don't smoke.
Yeah.
But fucking anyway, I was cooking. Low key, I think that Denise Gomes beats Carolina in this or I keep saying Carolina.
Everybody's
fucking song?
these days.
What's that song? Is it by Bailey King or whatever? Not Bailey King. Bailey King.
Hey, shout out to Bailey King.
Shout out to Bailey King. No, fucking just like Carolina. What the fuck is that? His name's King, I think. Anyway, I'm getting the people that watch this shit. They're like, they know I get sidetracked easy. I got to fucking stay on task. Carolina, my Polish queen. Polish, right? Yeah. I fucking better be right. If I'm not right, I'm gonna be mad. She is Polish. I knew she was. Carolina.
Look at that last name. Of course she's Polish.
Well, yeah, the last name should give it away. At one point in time, she's one of the best in the world. She had a renaissance, which I'm very impressed with, but I think that Denise Gomes is just.
Please tell me you heard that.
I heard something fall.
More like something fall out of Max's ass.
Did he fucking rip ass?
Yeah.
Jesus. That sounded like fucking glass breaking.
Coop, please enhance background audio.
They're just gonna hear whoa.
I'm talking to Coop, who's not even here right now, like he's Jarvis or something.
Anyway, yeah, Denise Gomes. I think she's gonna finish her probably by TKO. I think that Carolina just lost to Yasmin Lucindo in her last fight. Yasmin's very good. I think. Do I still have my? Where the fuck is my? I know I have my Modelo fucking one somewhere around here. But
you don't smell it, do you?
Fucking Coors Night.
I'm talking about desk.
Yeah, I think Denise Gomes by finish. Probably like third round. Squared, what do you got? Max, I gotta go find my fucking. Give me 1 second.
I don't have a lot to cook up on this fight. I'm going with Gomez. Don't look at me. Going with Gomez in this one. That's all I've got to say about it. Onward. Oh.
Okay, yeah. The next fight, we've got Cody Garbrandt versus Miles Johns. This is going to be a banger. Cody Garbrandt has had his ups and downs, especially lately. I thought he looked good against Figgy until he didn't, until he got subbed. Miles Johns has won twice this year, both by decision against Cody Gibson and Douglas Silva de Andrade. In 2023, he had a draw over, or I guess it was a draw against Dan Argueta. There's some kind of foul, right? I don't know.
I'm trying to remember that one.
But anyways, I think Cody Garbrandt gets it done, honestly. I really do think this is the – I'm not going to say comeback because he's not going to have comeback. But I think Cody Garbrandt, they always give him that one fight that he's like comes back and he gets it done where he needs to. And I think this is that one for him. I think he probably wins by a decision. Probably just cuts the cage. What are you looking at me like that for?
Did you say Cody Garbrandt's winning?
Yes, Cody Garbrandt's going to win the fight.
Okay, right on.
Anyways, what do you think, Knuckles? I wonder what your boy.
Yeah, Miles Johns because he trains out of
your boy from right down the fucking road. Yeah, I wonder who you're picking.
Yeah, but no, legitimately, even if he didn't, I would pick Miles Johns because I'm sorry to fucking inform the world here. I didn't know if you guys know, Cody Garbrandt is not good anymore. He's
Did you see his fight against Figgy?
Boom against Boom?
Huh?
Against Brian Kelleher?
No, Figgy.
Where he fucking
lost against Figgy.
The one
where he
won the first fucking round and then got subbed in the second.
Bro, the dude. Okay, that's the thing is Figgy also is like notorious for giving away rounds before finally fucking winning the fight. Don't get me wrong. Cody has the ability to win a fight. I think he's good, but if you see Miles Johns crack, that motherfucker, if he touches remotely gets anywhere in this area, don't get me wrong, Figgy can crack too.
Crack actually.
Yeah. I'm telling you, if he fucking gets, honestly, if he touches anywhere in this region, Cody's going to sleep. It's just plain and simple how it's going to go. And Cody just looks worse and worse not worse and worse. I will give him credit. He did look solid against Figgy. But the fact that this motherfucker came out and said, I got vertigo. Like,
you ever watch Arrested Development?
No, that's the one where the dude fucking paints himself blue.
They got this one neighbor who suffers chronic vertigo, so she'll just be like standing there, and then like all of a sudden just like starts fucking like.
It's like, dude, if you are a professional fighter and you get vertigo mid fucking fight, that's probably a sign. Hey, big dog, probably put him up because you've obviously got something fucking going on up here. Like, I feel like that's an early sign of fucking CTE or something bad that probably ain't good. And if you get touched by Miles Johns, and I think Miles Johns solid, I do think he wings a little bit too much. And he even admitted after his last fight with Douglas, I think it was Douglas De Andrade or whatever, that he thought he kind of was swinging a little bit too much. But I'm telling you, he's getting better. I think he fights at a pretty solid gym. Trey Ogden's a good coach. I just feel like a lot of those fighters maybe don't have the best IQ. Not gonna say any names, but there's some fighters there that could use better fight IQ in certain situations. But I think Miles Johns gets it done. I think he's gonna knock him out in the first 2 rounds. But if Cody Garbrandt wins, then hell yeah, that's one for the boys, I guess. Like I wouldn't mind a Cody Garbrandt win, but I think that dude is just. I think he's over the hill and fucking down the creek. That's where he's at. He is. Love the guy, but I think he's in his Tony Ferguson. I think he's about to start his Tony Ferguson era. So, Brett Johns by fucking knockout first 2 rounds.
Brett Johns, yeah.
Or Miles Johns, not Brett Johns. Brett Johns is also another good Johns fighter. If you guys ever get a chance to look him up, Miles Johns. Sorry, I'm not even drunk yet. What the fuck? Anyway. Bird, what do you got on that one, man?
You got Brett Johns or Cody Garbrandt?
Definitely going with John Jones on this one.
He switched it up.
No, yeah, I don't think it's crazy to think that Cody Garbrandt might win, but I think to pick him isn't such a genius move. To pick that guy versus anybody with the state of his chin is just ill-advised.
I remember you guys said this about Kai France.
That's so different.
No, Kai France actually can still fucking fight. There's a difference. Cody looks lost out there sometimes. Have you seen? Look at Cody when he fucking when he started fighting. Who the fuck what? Like there was somebody. He just got lost in the middle of the fucking fight. I think it was Pedro Munoz. It looked like he didn't even know what he was doing in there. Like nah, you're gonna get me cooking. I feel like that dude needs to find a different career. I feel like there are so many things he could do besides fighting right now. I just don't think it's a good idea. Sorry, Spurt, go ahead.
Yeah, you're good. That's pretty much sums it up. Is I'm going with Miles Johns on this one.
Miles Jones, Brett Johns.
I almost said Miles Jones. Miles Johns in this one. The dude's pretty good, and I think he's just at the right stage of his career, whereas Cody Garbrandt is not at the right stage of his career, and I don't think things are trending upwards for him. I know he looked all right versus Figgy until he lost, and then the fight before that was that the
Boom. That was Boom, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Did he fight Brian after or before?
Before who?
Brian
Yeah, it was definitely before.
Before who? Figgy? Yeah. His last fight was Figgy.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, he's just not winning this one.
And again, like, dude, I go into the fact that after the Figgy fight, he said he was suffering from vertigo. Dude, that just does not sound good to me.
Right.
At all. And that gym, honestly, like I fucking love Alpha Male. I love Team Alpha Male. I've always liked Uriah Faber. But their gym has just been kind of like low key suffering a lot. Like a lot of their fighters have not been doing good. I don't know if it's the rest of the sports catching up to what they do and like they're just not advancing or what, but like that gym just has not been producing a lot of top tier talent. I think or it's Team Male or it's Team Alpha now or whatever, just Alpha because they got rid of. But because there's a female fighter that's there that was pretty solid. But wasn't it Howergy? Was it Howergy? Was it Team Alpha Male? And now she got fucking blasted too. Like, I know that there was some. I don't think they. I feel like they've been like really just had a really bad streak.
Am I tripping or does Zhang Wei Li train with them?
No, she trains the American Top Team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, but you got to remember, a lot of fighters do side camps with other teams. Like Aljo goes and trains with Eric Nixick on the side when he's not training with.
I think Alpha Male is for sure falling off.
Dude,
they've fallen off.
I really feel like Uriah Faber because he's the head coach now. He's like the big dog. Like I feel like he's got to fucking be honest with Cody and just. I'm not, we don't see everything behind the scenes, but goddamn, dude, when your guy is sitting there saying, I'm suffering from vertigo mid fucking fight, that for me, that was the calling sign that you need to call it a career. I think there was people telling him, call it a career after that fight. Like media members, professional fighters were saying like, that's not a fucking good sign, dude. Like that's not good. Either he got cracked in the gym before the fight and like weeks before the fight and he didn't allow himself to properly like get back into it, or it's a sign of trauma. I don't know, man. I feel bad for the dude. I just wish he'd give it up. That's just me. I'm tired of seeing fighters just like Tony Ferguson just go way past their expiration date. And I'm not saying he can't win fights, but if you're going to continue to fight, I know you're getting ready to fucking drink a shot, so I'll do one with you. But if you are,
Cheers to this. Team Alpha Male's definitely fallen off, and they've fallen off. Take this cheers real quick.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Yeah, just like shooter box a little bit.
Whoa. I want to say something real quick that kind of blows
I'm not cheersing to that. I'm going to cheers to Shooter Box is a fucking phenomenal gym. Spawned like 5 different gyms. Fucking Charles Oliveira, a lot of different fighters came out of that. Vanderlei Silva, Shogun Hua, Ninja Hua.
I'm just talking about the Lima one is not doing so well. So
yeah, we're not talking about fucking Lima. We're talking about the OG fucking Shooter Box that was full of
right now.
Charles Oliveira, doesn't he still train at Lima?
Yeah. But
so yeah, here's that. Here's the Charles Oliveira.
And he also has coming off and lost. Okay, yeah.
To the fucking best lightweight in the world. That's not
Poirier's at right now.
He's also out of American Top Team, one of the best gyms in the world. So.
But he's coming off a loss.
American Top Team also has not. American Top Team has
list
very well. American Top Team's also, dude. I'm telling you, AKA ATT, Shooter Box. I'll even say them, Alpha Male. All these gyms that were at the fucking top are starting to.
Okay,
it's
but
the same way. Why?
You can't compare ATT to fucking Shooter Box.
No one was trying to compare. You just made a sly remark at Charles.
No, he did. He called out Dustin Poirier. He did.
He called out.
Oh, you did.
I called out Poirier because you were like Charles.
But no, what I'm saying though is like, it's the same example. You guys remember? I don't know.
It's just not that good. I mean, it's not, dude. I'm just saying.
Were you guys?
Their last like few fights.
Baby Goose.
Their last.
No, he's at ATT, right?
Yeah.
Were you guys? Did you guys watch?
Fucking Limas are confusing me with this shit.
I'm just saying.
Did you guys? Okay, so you guys were obviously around, but you guys remember when Jackson Wink was like the fucking gym, and now nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. John Jones doesn't.
John Jones out for like a week.
Yeah, well, after they kicked John Jones out, it's when it like fell apart. but remember, it was Arlovsky trained there, Cerrone trained there, Holly Holm trained there, John Jones trained there, Alistair Overeem trained there. There's like 10 other fighters that are just phenomenal at training there. These gyms, dude, I don't know what it is about gyms, but they'll fucking climb and then they'll just fall. And it's like, fucking go scout some talent. Go fuck into these regional scenes and scout some talent. It's like they stick with their main dudes, which I give them props, but like, get some fresh bodies in there, you know? It's like I'm trying to think there's gyms that are popping up out of nowhere. Like the one gym that has stayed consistently good for like 20 fucking years is Ray Longo's gym. That he's doing something special over there. He knows what he's doing.
Let's not forget the best gym in
Extreme Couture. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say the best gym in the world, Bryce Mitchell's farm.
Okay, my bad.
Last fight of the card is going to be Neil Magny versus Carlos Praches. Neil Magny is 29-13. Carlos Praches is 20-6. We've seen a lot of Neil Magny in the UFC. He's a stud. He's 37 years old. He's clearly on the decline. Carlos Praches has been a dog. I'm pretty sure he's got a few knockout wins in a row. Li Jinglang, Charles Radke, and Trevin Giles. He's a fucking dog. I mean, they are just throwing. God bless them. They're throwing Neil Magny to the wind over and over, and I don't think he's got it here. I just think Praches probably TKOs him. Maybe third round, I would say. Probably third round. Knuckles, what do you think?
Man, I have a whole fucking graph. I don't want to go too long on it, but like I'm worried in phases for Carlos Praches. There's reasons I am. You're not going 5 rounds and win a decision against Neil Magny when you are a dart smoker. He's my dart smoking king, legitimately. You guys can ask Squared. You guys can ask Max. I was debating on. I don't smoke anymore, but I was debating on bumming a cigarette off my coworker at work and bringing it, lighting one up on the pod just for my boy Carlos Praches. But I'm gonna be candid. I am not entirely super confident that he wins this. I know it's crazy, but he's faced like Neil Magny is so tough. That's how he wins fights. It's his toughness. He won against Mike Malott in a fight that Mike Malott was dead to rights going to win. And another thing with Neil Magny too is lately he's had this win, lose, and his last fight was a loss. So if you're going off of that, you should win this fight. Carlos Praches got to get him out of there in the first 2 rounds, 100%. The fact that Magny is so long also concerns me, and the fact that Praches throws so many kicks. And Neil Magny is a pretty decent grappler, or actually better than decent. He's a very good grappler. He could catch a kick. I don't know if we've seen Praches too much on the ground. I haven't looked into his finishes by submission. I know he's got a shit ton of KOs and TKOs. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with my dart smoking king, dude. I'm going to go with Praches. I think he gets him out of there in the first 2 rounds. There is a point in time where your toughness cracks, and the fact that Praches knocked out Li Jingliang, who has never been knocked out ever, and did it in like nasty ass fashion. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Praches. Not entirely super confident in it, even though I fucking love the Fighting Nerds. I love that team.
Flashbanged right now.
Oh, an ad's playing. On the fucking TV. I always play something in the background so I can have like some lighting going on a little bit. And a fucking ad is playing on YouTube right now. I need to get YouTube Premium so I don't get these fucking flashbangs hitting me. But no, besides the flashbangs hitting me, I think fucking Neil Magny is going to get flashbanged in the main event of this card. I think he's going to get hit with something kind of long and
Damn.
I said it, didn't I? Long and hard.
He's gonna get
hit with something long and hard, bro. No, yeah. I think he's gonna get. I need to look at the reach, because Praches is like 6'1", I don't like relying on my phone when I'm doing the podcast, but you know what? I'm gonna look it up. I know that Neil Magny is 6'3". Like I've known that for fucking ever. But Carlos Prates is 6'1", 78-inch reach. I know Neil Magny's got like an 80 or an 81-inch reach. So we're gonna look up. Where's my Tapology at? He's got an 80-inch reach. It's tough. But Prates' leg reach is fucking insane. If you've seen how long his legs are, he's got like the tiniest little torso and just fucking like tree trunk. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Prates probably by KO TKO in the second round, maybe first round. Shout out Neil Magny, dude's like the fucking ultimate gatekeeper. He might be the best gatekeeper. I'm not gonna say the best gatekeeper, but like the best definition for gatekeeper that the UFC has ever had. Like legitimately, he's been keeping the gate for the top 15 for fucking probably 5 years at this point, like close to it. He's solid. Like the guy, I can't be mad at him. He doesn't get enough love. So shout out Neil Magny. But I think with my dart smoking and whiskey drinking King Carlos Prates, shout out the time that he was in LFA. Somebody threw up some whiskey on the fucking cage and he took a drink of it and went like that. Shout out my boy. I fucking love the guy, dude. He's like the man's man. You know what I'm saying? And I love the Fighting Nerds. Love the Fighting Nerds. That's probably my favorite team right now. They're just so cool. So yeah, I've cooked for a long time on it, like I do usually on all main events. Squared, what's your pick on that? What do you got to cook up, brother?
Don't have a whole lot cooking. I think all three of us are in full agreement on this one. Prates is going to win. I do see, as you were alluding to, I do see where Magny could present some issues with him for him, especially being that the dart smoking king. Cardio can be questionable in that state of body. But the dude's a killer. I mean, we saw how he did Li Jingliang. He literally smoked that Jingliang pack after the fight. He smoked that leech pack after the fight.
Leech pack? Oh, shit.
And I, all respect to Magny. I was actually going to say the same thing. I think he is one of the best gatekeepers in the UFC history. One of them. But I think he's going to be smoking on that Magny pack after the fight. I think we're going to see a nice little video of him at some random restaurant in Vegas or something, just chiefing that Magny pack.
Coming back to, bro, you said something, Knuckles. Correct me if I'm wrong. You said you don't think that like he can survive a decision against Magny.
I don't think he's going to get a decision.
So, well, but you said he couldn't survive it. Or
what do you
something mean? Along those lines. You said like
I was just saying if it goes to decision, I don't think he's going to win. Because I think if it goes past the second round, I think that's when Magny starts to take over. Because legitimately,
talk to Ian Gary about that.
Wasn't that a 3-rounder?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Do you remember what was he? What did he keep hitting him with? Like teep kicks?
Leg kicks.
Oh, yeah. And for some reason, Magny would just go flying across. Yeah. I remember making the joke. He looked like the guy that dressed up as the Joker, and like wrecked.
Yeah, fucking
and those leg kicks were sending him far.
It's like,
holy. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like, he's okay. So
was that full disclosure? Was that Magny?
Huh? No. Magny's fault since then.
Magny just lost to
he
lost to
Michael Morales.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So it's like Michael Morales is like Morales is low key comparable, but like Morales was dominating him on the fucking ground though. Like he remember because yeah.
I mean, he won in round 3 with 15 seconds left. So
how many Prates? How many submissions does he have?
Prates has. Let me tell you.
That's where I'm concerned.
Pretty sure he's more of a kickboxer, but
he is, yeah. But I mean, the Fighting Nerds though is a very like solid ground game kind of gym though. Like Rufy's good at it. Wow. John Silva, even though he knocks,
you better have some ground.
He's got 3 submission wins out of his 18 wins.
Can you see what his last one was? His last one.
His last one was long fucking time ago.
We're looking at the LFA right now.
I mean,
if he had one in the LFA, I'm a little
I
more
saw a
confident.
ground and pound. I saw a ground and pound right up there.
Rear naked choke in 2016.
Okay,
but
what was the ground and pound?
About a guy that is just a fucking stud.
When Trump was president, he was getting submissions. We'll have to see how this plays out over the next.
He's also in the Fighting Nerds, and the Fighting Nerds just can't lose right now for some reason.
Dude, Fighting Nerds are dude. Every every Fighting Nerds edit I see, I'm instantly liking it, sharing it, liking it, fucking reposting. Like dude, I love. I mean, it's not a fucking. I don't think it's a secret anymore. Gian Silva's probably like my favorite featherweight right now. I fucking love that team. Coyote, I like his confidence. He's not my favorite middleweight, but I like his confidence and I like where he's going. I think he could. I think he's gonna fight. I think he's gonna fight for a belt. I think he will fight for a belt. Roofy, we need to see more of him. I think he fights next weekend, right? Against at the MSG card, I believe. And then Gian Silva, if we could book him in January or February, get him going against the top featherweight, fucking book him against Dan Ige next. I think I said that's the fight I want to see. No offense to Dan Ige because I love him, but yeah, we got that team's good. That team's doing super good. Interesting main event, dude. Super interesting main event. I think that I think that Proch's is going to win it. I just questioning the length is the only, or not the length, just the veteran savvy of Neil Magny. I still think Proch is going to win, but super interested. I was going to say before I want it squared in here so I could say it, but man, what old Proch needs to do is after the fight, you know how Ty does the shoey, right?
Yeah.
Proch needs somebody to throw a fucking pack of cigarettes up to the foot and just, or like throw a lit cigarette. Like I know that you can't light a fucking cigarette, but if somebody could get that motherfucker a cigarette on the side of the cage, and him just smoke that pack, that would be one of the greatest fucking all time celebrations. I know he would probably immediately get escorted out by security because of fire codes. Ooh, fucking worrying about fire codes. At least get the dude a vape on the side of the cage. Just let him fucking get that shit. But nah, dude, that's what we need. We need a Proch post-fight cigarette celebration. I don't smoke anymore, but that shit still, I think, is the funniest shit ever. But fucking UFC Vegas 100, dude. Apex 100. And we kept it nice and tight. Good episode.
I like
Good fights coming up.
Yeah.
And we got a pay-per-view the week after.
A big pay-per-view.
It's a pay-per-view. That's all I'll say.
It's a big one for me because of one.
Outside of the top two fights, it's our boy Eric Anders is fighting on the main card. Let's fucking go.
That's pretty dope.
But sorry, I've been talking too much. Shout out Trayshawn Gore. I'm really legitimately this weekend, as much as I love Carlos Prates, that's the fight that I'm super intrigued about, just to see where Trayshawn's at, because I feel like everybody's forgotten about him. And I think he's going to put on y'all must have kind of forgot. He didn't win. No, he didn't win the Ultimate Fighter. Brian won it, right? He was just right. Yeah. But it was like a war, right? Yeah. I think it's one of those that, hey.
I think he actually had to, did he step in for someone?
I don't remember.
Brian was supposed to fight. I could be wrong. Somebody stepped in for somebody.
Yeah. Andre was supposed to fight.
No, he had already. Brian choked out Andre. Somebody else was supposed to fight.
All I know is that fucking Trayshawn gave him a hell of a fight, though.
Trayshawn stepped in for somebody. Let me look that up.
But yeah, dude, I'm super interested in seeing what our boy does, man. I think that.
Ludwig Shalinian.
I don't even remember that name. I don't imagine that person got too far.
Also, while he's looking that up, shout out couple fights on the undercard that I'm looking forward to that I think everybody should check out. Damon Blackshear and Cody Stamann, super solid fight. Who was it?
Gilbert Urbina, right?
Yeah, Urbina's not a bad fighter. I don't think he's in the UFC anymore, is he?
Did Trayshawn lost to Urbina?
Huh.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. This is
No, yeah.
The
Trayshawn KO'd Gilbert Urbina, and then Urbina replaced Trayshawn in the final.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, that's right. Brian Battle and
So it was supposed to be Brian versus Trey, but didn't Brian?
That's right. Yeah.
I feel like they did go on to fight eventually.
they never fought.
I think they did fight, right? Yeah.
I don't think so. Could be wrong, but I don't think they fought.
I'm gonna look it up.
Why in my mind do I remember Brian Battle getting his hand raised against Trayshawn Gore? Like for the life of me, I swear. Maybe it's a fucking one of those what is those called? The fucking Mandela effect, but I swear I thought. Oh yeah. No, he never did. No, he did. He lost a unanimous decision to Brian Battle. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Really? Wait. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knocked out Gilbert Urbina. Fight was canceled.
I think that was like his first like real fight in the UFC.
Yeah, because I think it was outside. I think it was actually outside of the finale. Like I think that it was just rescheduled. It was rescheduled to basically be the finale of Tough Brian Battle. But I remember because I thought that was a really fucking good fight if I remember right. But he went on to lose to Cody Brundage. Don't know how I feel about that. But he beat Josh Friend by fucking ripping his fucking head off.
Yeah, I remember that. Golly, that was brutal.
I forgot he lost to Cody Brundage. Shit. Brundage is a solid fighter, but anyway, good fucking card this weekend. Looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. Stuff, yeah. As always, follow us on YouTube. Give us a subscribe at Bench Burner Sports. We're on Twitter at bench_burner. We're on TikTok at Bench Burner Sports, all one word. Instagram, Bench Burner Sports. Just look us up. We're there. Facebook as well. So we are out there doing things, and we appreciate all the love we've gotten so far. Everybody, it's been real.
Can I?
Yeah, Knuckles, what's up, bud?
Sorry, my bad. I want to give a shout out real quick. So last week, I don't think it's on any of our podcast networks yet, except for YouTube. But me and Square did an episode for the first episode of Stoking the Coals. That's going to be a continuing thing for me and him. At least me and him.
Things now.
What is it? Is it Stoking the Coals or is it
Stoking the fire? I don't know. It's whatever you prefer. We've both called it multiple things at this point.
One of the two. It's either going to be Stoking the Fire or Stoking the Coals. I don't know. It's going to be one of the two. I'm good with either.
Coals because it doesn't make fire. We do
right
a lot of times redundant, but sorry.
We'll go Stoking.
Behind the scenes conversation.
We'll talk about it a little more. But yeah, me and Square are going to have. That's going to be a big thing for either big fight nights or and pretty much every pay-per-view will have one. So stay tuned after the MSG card, where I'm sure we'll have one about talking about the results of that card. Also, what the hell was I going to give a shout out to? Oh yeah, shout out to. I know this is my little plug, even though I'm not getting anything from them. But shout out to Full Violence. If you guys want. And I'm not they probably won't even see this. I'm just saying this just from my own heart, my own feelings. If you guys want very quality MMA clothing, comfortable, I bought 2 shirts from Full Violence. These are the most comfortable shirts I have ever owned, period, point blank. Comfortable, fucking solid. I mean, you can look at, besides mine, but you can see the shirt quality. The
start shaking it.
But no, it's a very they serve very high quality stuff. I just want to give a shout out to them. Definitely not trying to get a part of their creator program. Definitely not trying to get a part of the Full Violence creator program. Not at all. not at all. That I don't want Full Violence to notice this, so we'll get a part of their creator stuff. But no, shout out Full Violence. I know that Squared owns some stuff from them. Everybody should.
I'm super excited for the next Charles drop. I will be getting.
Oh, yeah.
The guy said it's the best one they've had yet, and I'll take his word for it. And it's Charles, my favorite fighter. So I'll definitely be copping that. The unfortunate thing is probably won't get it in time for the fight. But the other thing is I also love Mike, so I wouldn't really want to overly root for one fighter over the other. So
I got to give him a shout out. I got this on the day of Rob's fight. Did he lose? Yes, but I got it on the day of Rob's fight. Also, they're getting ready to drop Fighting Nerds gear. We were talking about Fighting Nerds earlier. Super fucking solid team. I've already seen Gian Silva's shirt. Shit looking pretty cool. It's him shouting when he's like, I cannot wait. Low key, probably gonna at least cop a Prochess and a Gian Silva shirt off of that gear drop. I'm sure they're gonna have some pretty solid ones. But yeah, that was my shouts. And stay tuned. We might have some fucking bench burner stuff out here before who knows how long, but I'm sure we'll have something. But anyway, Square, you got anything else you want to plug before we end this shit?
Not really. Like Max said, just follow us on all the socials. We got Twitter, we got TikTok, obviously, YouTube. We're here right now. Facebook, all the pages. Follow us there. If you'd be so kind, repost something if you enjoy it. That definitely helps out big. So be on the lookout for all of our like little fun stuff that we do on social media. We do like artist series, poster series. I like to do the posters. That's a lot of fun. That's just a lot of what Bench Burners is for me is just a creativity outlet. So it's always a good time. And thank you, boys, for having me on here, by the way, because if I didn't have Bench Burners to put my creativity into, I'd probably just be a schizophrenic or something. I don't know. That's an alternative timeline we don't have to worry about. So
that's right. Right, man.
Thank y'all for watching, and let's enjoy this monumental event, the love letter to the Apex.
All right, everybody. Peace out, guys.
Oh, yeah. Peace out.